Alrighty, so I'm just sneaking in here for a cheeky little record. I needed to do. I wanted to give an update about what we're doing. In part because, and I don't want it to play the cutscenes. I'm just gonna hit the next button. Oh, it's very quiet though if I just hit the next button. Hey. So after I finished, after I lost in Kiwami 2, I was going to wait until Yakuza 3 Kiwami came out. And I was gonna just gonna do a sneaky little flip, get to where I was at in this game and pick up from there and pretend like nothing happened as a little joke. Right. Clearly I didn't do that. I had the game pre-ordered and I was going to play it. And then, you know, and I blocked out a lot of news about Yakuza. I basically plugged my ears because I don't want to ruin anything that's coming up, right? I did that, what I just talked about, for Yakuza 0. I changed it to director's cut, not that we ever knew. And I found out some stuff about that now, so I'm conflicted about whether I should maintain that or just go back to the old save. Doesn't really matter. We didn't get that far. It's fine. That said, we need to talk about Kiwami 3 and Yakuza as a whole and what we're doing here. You know, I loaded it up, and part of why I wanted to talk about it here is because this is the playthrough where, if anybody cares, they'll say something about it. I am fucking bummed out the more I learn about 3. The order in which I learned the information is bad, but, you know, in case anyone's unaware, I'm not going to tell you the information that I learned in the order I learned it, and to be fair, I haven't done a lot of research into it because I didn't want to do spoilers, so I'm putting this out there as a little thing. I don't have like a ton of time. Oh, well, like as an update to what I'm doing in the channel as a whole anyways, I got such intense allergies that I was like basically bedridden for 2 days. And because I was waiting for Kiwami 3 to come out, I didn't stock up on recordings for Yakuza, right? How could I? And so I burned up all of my recordings for Trails in the Sky to fill up that space. And so that's why, you know, missed a couple recordings there. Twin Peaking were like 7 episodes ahead, but the one I'm editing currently has like a lot of footage from like when I went on vacation and stuff, and so it's taken an extra amount of time. So there's the update. Not that I think a lot of you guys care. This is probably not going to be a popular video, but I do need to talk about Kiwami 3 and my feelings towards, and as people might expect, they're not positive, my feelings towards continuing the Yakuza thing. I'm not flat out canceling it, so, you know, for anybody who wants me to continue with this, you know, take heart. But yeah, it just got increasingly depressing. So for anyone who's unaware, for 3, they when they remade it, they got rid of stuff that has to deal with the orphanage and taking care of the kids. I don't know much about that because, again, I'm avoiding spoilers, but they really pared that down. In addition to that, they streamlined, and I'm putting that in quotations, the sub stories were to the point where it went from like 100 something sub stories down to like 30 or 40. It's something like that. And yeah, they consolidated some, but from what I'm hearing, again, I don't know much, but there was a fairly for its time trans positive question mark sub story that is cut. And in the current climate, both here in the US as well as in Japan, they just elected their own Margaret Thatcher. Let's not, let's not, be like, oh, different. No, they also are in a similar way. The worldwide, we're regressing right now, and it's bad. And so that even if it's not intentional, it feels deliberate. And maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't know spoilers, so maybe that's still in there. Maybe I got bad information, which is why I'm putting it out there in this video, is I want someone more informed than me, but somebody who is here, if anybody cares about this type of thing, to let me know if the stuff I'm hearing is true. In addition to that, and this is the first piece of information that I heard, which is why I canceled Kiwami 3, my pre-order of it, was that they replaced one voice actor with a person who has a record of sexual assault in the Japanese voiceover, which I don't support. And apparently a new character in the English voiceover has a similar background. Again, I don't know, because I don't know spoilers, but this is the information I'm getting from generally trusted, I shouldn't say sources, but people I would trust. So yeah, I will probably never touch Kiwami 3. And if I'm being honest, it's kind of a bummer. Like, I've been enjoying the Yakuza stuff, warts and all, a little bit, because like it's been such a riot and a good time and a vibe, and like it just had an energy about it. And now I feel like someone's pooped in the punch bowl a bit. I was already kind of being pushed off of the Yakuza thing, because I want to commit so much more time to Trails in the Sky right now, just because I'm enjoying that game so much. But I also want to get back to Judgment. I really, really enjoyed Judgment, I want to get back to 4 and Akiyama and like people in this series, and so like I don't want to drop it, because like this is I think this is an interesting thing I'm doing, and I do like it. But yeah, I don't know what to do about this, if I'm being perfectly honest. I might just put it on a longer hiatus again. Like, I know I was on a hiatus in the first place for myself, and then secondarily now is on another break real quick for a minute there, because I was waiting for Kiwami 3. But now I'm not like motivated really to play this with all of this information out about the series. And like to a degree, and let me talk you guys through my process, my thought process on this, if you guys care, if anybody cares, if everyone's here. I need a cough. Yeah. I think that I already own the game, and so it's not like I'm feeding more money into it and supporting this horrible behavior. I also don't think I'm necessarily platforming it very much, just because of the platform I have isn't very large. But even if it is, I'm very much putting this disclaimer and telling everything up front here, as well as like I don't think that like the old games should get the rap for the stuff that new stuff is doing if it's no longer going towards the company. Do you know what I mean? Not to say, and like, for me, I think they could learn from this if they completely walk back their behavior. Here, I'm a firm believer that, like, I don't want to humanize corporations because corporations fucking suck, but you need to treat them like they're children almost. Not to humanize a corporation, but like reward the behavior you want to see. So if they walk it back, they do that, I will never touch Kiwami 3. That's just a flat out promise. That's never happening. But you know, if they seem to learn their lesson, walk it back, I believe in those kind of second chances. And then if they do the same thing again, then you know, then I'm like, no, nothing to do with them. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about continuing with this, where I was already, if I was going to rate my motivation, I was already at like a 5 out of 10 of wanting to do this, compared to just dedicating to like Trails in the Sky or like some other really dumb shit that I have in the pipeline waiting for this. But I didn't want to drop it because I was invested in all of the different storylines. And now I've lost that investment a little bit. So either way, I'm going to be packing this up for a bit. If you have feelings about all of this, if you, you know, let me hear thoughts. If anyone's here and cares and got through 12 minutes of me rambling about the situation here. Then let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm not opposed to continuing with this. I definitely think I'm gonna need a break to reset, you know, and that break might just be a couple of weeks, and then I'm like, all right, you know what, I can continue with this once I packed it away. But yeah, I just feel gross, like I've lost the motivation to play it, you know. At this point, I'm kind of circling the drain of the conversation, not continuing with very much. I am labeling this as part of the Yakuza Death Roll series and going to be putting it up as an episode, partially to trick the people who are invested in this to watch it and give me their feedback. But also, like, in order to actually know what people think about what to do here. But also partially because if, you know, for future people, I don't want it to just end on nothing if this is the end. And I also want to make it clear as I'm going through this, like, I think having this out there as a staple to the franchise that they deserve from the actions that they have done, to have that permanently in the playthrough, I think is important. So yeah, there it is. Let me know what you guys think. If anyone really wants me to continue with this, you know, I probably will eventually, but I think I'm packing it in for a while. I think I had to talk it through to see where I was going to fall on it, and having talked it through, I think I'm going to be couching this for a while. So there you go.